Climate activists are celebrating on Monday, a Monday court decision, in which a judge ruled Montana had violated plaintiffs' constitutional rights to clean and healthful environments. Experts call this ruling the first of its kind, not only for its potential impact on other climate cases, but because the plaintiffs were some of the state's youngest citizens. They all range in age, get this, from 5 to 22 years young. One of those plaintiffs, Badge Busse, joins us now along with Julia Olson, the chief legal counsel and executive director of Our Children's Trust. Badge, I want to start with you. How have Montana's environmental policy specifically affected you?
My namesake, the Badger 2 medicine, a beautiful river in Montana, was impacted by an unnatural fire in 2015, destroying a good chunk of the wildlife in the 2 Med area. And that's probably the biggest reason.
The biggest reason. What does it feel like for you to have a win like this, knowing that it's not over just yet?
Oh, the win to me is just historic and incredible. I feel so full knowing that we really made a change, and I'm very proud of just the whole team at Our Children's Trust and all the plaintiffs. And we put in a lot of work, and it really ended up just paying off.
And Julia, to you, I want to know, what was your central legal argument, and were you looking at previous cases as a guide when you're arguing before the state about environmental issues?
Thanks for having us, Jerika. We were looking straight at the Montana Constitution, which protects the young citizens of Montana and their rights to a clean and healthful environment. It protects their right to dignity, health, and safety, and access to the beauty of Montana. And we were also looking at the state of Montana's laws that essentially required the promotion of fossil fuels and required agencies to turn a blind eye to the climate change impacts of the pollution that comes from those activities. We compiled a case to challenge those laws and activities, and we had a historic decision yesterday in favor of these youth plaintiffs.
And as I said to Badge, it's not over just yet because there is an appeal process, and Montana officials say that they do plan to appeal this decision. And looking at the data from the United Nations, it shows that youth-led climate lawsuits have been dismissed in the U.S. at least 14 times. So, Julia, what challenges do you expect to face as this case moves forward?
Well, this case is in a different place than the other cases that have been dismissed because it's the first case in history, in U.S. history, to get to trial and to really put forward the scientific evidence and the expertise on what our governments are doing to cause the climate crisis. And so when we go up to the Montana Supreme Court, we have a full trial record. We have 100 pages of findings of the facts of the trial and the legal conclusions by the trial judge. And we're confident that the Supreme Court will look at the uncontested evidence that the state did not counter and find that there are real violations and harms to these young people.
And really quickly, specifically, what does the state have to do if this stands and they don't win in the appeal?
The state is required to follow the law. So this court opinion under the Montana Constitution is binding on the state, and it tells the state that they are causing climate change by their fossil fuel activities.
Okay.
And they can't continue to permit those activities or they will be in violation of the law.
Badge, what's your message to other young people fighting for a better environment, on behalf of, doing better by the earth, by the climate?
Well, first off, if you're old enough to vote, please vote. I mean, and also just doing small things like taking out your recycling can help way more than you probably think.
All right. And Badge, how much longer before you can vote?
Too long. Well, I'm 15 right now. I have to be 18. So
that's not too long.
A little too long for me.
Julia, really quickly, if we could ask you this last question. The case, again, concerned Montana's state law and the state constitution. How might this legal argument fare in other states or in federal courts, looking at how you addressed, again, going straight to the state constitution to back up your argument?
Yeah, this case is really important in other jurisdictions because what it says is that courts have a role to play in climate crisis and holding governments accountable. And if you look at some other areas, like the first same-sex marriage decision came out of the state of Hawaii. The first decision of a court to say that segregation of students in public education is unconstitutional came from the state of California. So state courts lead the way in what ultimately will become federal precedent as well.
All right, Julia Olson and Badge Busse, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.